I grew up watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They were my favorite thing in the entire world for several years when I was a kid. I was there when Vanilla Ice took his first steps onto that stage as he sang Ninja Rap. I saw it all, and I was a part of that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a film directed by Jonathan Liebesman and produced by Michael Bay. And I mean, it was produced by Michael Bay. This movie is about what you would expect. The Ninja Turtles, led by their master Splinter, have to take on Shredder and his evil Foot Clan, and William Fichtner, he plays a scientist in league with Shredder. And the Turtles have to basically stop them from taking over New York. What was odd to me, though, was that they didn't really spend a lot of time setting up the backstory of any of the characters, not even really the Turtles, or the villains. You kind of get thrown in the mix of this, and you're just kind of left to, make your own connections, especially in regards to the villain. I mean, Shredder is actually an interesting character if you know some of the backstory and the lore, whether it be in the comic books or even in some of the TV shows. But in this film, they don't touch on it at all. He is a character literally shrouded in mystery to the point that you don't really even see his face. I mean, his character was extremely one-sided, and the motivation he's just a bad guy. I like my villains to be interesting and well thought out, and I want to know what makes them tick, because they can be some of the best characters in your film if you're willing to explore that, and it was just left out. I didn't really care for Splinter's portrayal either. They don't show enough of him being this father figure. It's implied, and you don't really kind of get the feel of the emotion behind his relationship with these, turtles that he's raised. It was almost like the movie assumed that you just knew that they were close. And they even did that with some of the turtles as well. There's a kind of a scene at the end of the movie where they're, talking to each other, and they say something emotional about their experiences as, turtles together, and you're just like, I haven't seen that. I've been watching the entire movie, and I haven't seen any of what you're talking about. I'm sure it was good, but I didn't see it. This movie definitely looks a lot like Michael Bay was very involved, because the look of the film is very indicative of a lot of the stuff that he's done before. In this too, especially the action sequences, it was very shaky, and it was hard to make out what was going on. And on top of that, they've gone through a lot of effort to create these CG characters with the turtles. There's so much intricate detail, more so than any other film that's portrayed these characters before. You'd think they'd want to show that off, but instead, it's like you can kind of barely make it out that it's good, when the camera stops moving for a few seconds. It was like no one in this film had ever heard of or seen a tripod. I mean, every single shot seemed like it was moving, and after a while, it just got tiresome. The dialogue was also a thing that I had a real problem with. It was just so simple, and many of the jokes were derivative. It just wasn't very good. It wasn't well thought out. I mean, many of the lines that Megan Fox is saying at the beginning are not something that any human would say if they're trying to convince someone of what they've seen without trying to sound crazy. I mean, maybe that's why the performances weren't all that good, but Megan Fox and even Will Arnett, who's been good in many things, their performances were flat and not very believable and just not good. And William Fichtner, he was probably the one who had some of the best lines as far as the delivery was concerned, but towards the end, he falls off as well. The performances of the turtles were okay. I wasn't really grabbed by any of them. Raphael had some good moments, and he was maybe the only one. And Michelangelo was kind of the funny guy, and there were times when he had some good jokes. But overall, there wasn't a lot of really great stuff between those characters. There were also several scenes where what the characters were doing in that scene didn't really make a whole lot of sense. There's one moment where all this guy's got to do is go around this thing that's in his way, and he just doesn't. He's a few feet away. I'm like looking at the movie. I'm like, dude, just go around it. Like, it's right there. Just go around. It's not hard. And other times when a character will seemingly be motivated by one thing, and then a second later, they're just off. They don't care about it. It's done. There are moments where things impact the characters, and you're just like, okay, well, that's going to be a problem. And then, nope, totally gone, forgotten about it. It's over. Never mind. I don't know, all that little stuff together kind of bothers me, and you want something like this to actually be good and fun, and for the characters to be, somewhat well thought out. I mean, why can't it be good? Why can't it? It doesn't have to suck. It doesn't. It could be good. It could, but it's not. It's not. Why can't you just write a good story and get some talented people to be in it and direct them well? But you've got the guy who directed Battle Los Angeles and like the reboot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, what do you expect? Make no mistake about it, though. This movie is geared for kids who are fans of the Turtles, and that they are going to go and they're going to love this movie. You, if you're a parent of those children, probably will not. And if you're a big fan and, you don't go in with too high expectations, you may enjoy it too. I gotta give it a 2 out of 5. It's just not any better than that. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, have you seen it? What did you think? What's your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie or cartoon? Or have you read the comics? Leave a comment below and maybe we can talk about it. And as always, click right here if you like what you see and subscribe to even more of me. Fish!